Guys, thank you for tuning into this video. I thought it would be only appropriate to update you guys on my daughter Dior. A lot of you have seen the video I uploaded a little over a year ago, and if not, I'll put the link to that video in the description. But the purpose of that video was kind of share our story. For those of you who watched that video, you know that our daughter was born 4 months early, spent 5 months in the NICU, and we thought, to celebrate her first year birthday at that time, we would put out a video to kind of share our story and what we went through in our whole NICU journey until we finally made it home. Now, our main goal in putting that video up was just to kind of inspire other families who may be going through something similar, but we had no idea that it would reach the magnitude of what it reached. I mean, I uploaded the video, and for about a couple of months I had a few views, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, it took off, and I think now we're close to almost 7 million views of that video and thousands of comments. And I want to thank each and every one of you who watched the video, who commented and shared your positive thoughts and shared your stories. I tried my best to kind of comment to everybody, or at least like your comment, but I started getting so many comments that I couldn't keep up with them. But one common theme that kept showing up in all the comments was everybody wanted an update. How is Dior doing now? And I thought, you know what? Now is the time to do that update. Well, when Dior came home, we'll kind of pick up where that video left off. When Dior came home, she was on oxygen. She was on a ton of medication. She was she was having tons of doctor's appointments and things like that, because she had, a PDA that was a heart issue that was fixed. She still had underdeveloped lungs, which is why she was requiring oxygen. She came home on a G-tube, which required us to feed her through a tube through her stomach. She just had a lot of things that anyone who's dealt with or know anybody that's had a premature baby that you typically deal with. Well, shortly after that video, maybe about 3 or 4 months after that video, she's completely off of oxygen, so we don't have to lug the oxygen tanks around anymore and stuff like that, which was a major blessing. The heart issues that she was having, the surgery fixed all of that, and the doctor is pleased with her heart. So we used to go to like the heart doctor several appointments throughout the years, but we no longer have to do that because her heart is fine. So physically, Dior is doing wonderful. I mean, she's 2.5 now. She's doing completely wonderful physically. We kind of see doctors on a yearly basis now because, like I said, no more medication. I mean, when she first came home, we literally had refrigerator full of medication, giving her medication like several times throughout the day. It was hectic, but she's no longer on any type of medication or anything like that. She is definitely delayed. She is delayed, which is to be expected with a premature baby who was born 4 months. So the good thing about it is she's in occupational therapy, she's in physical therapy, she's in behavioral therapy, she's in speech therapy. So they're working to get her caught up, get the cognitive development there, and we're just remaining positive. We just take it one day at a time, and we're just gonna keep praying and be positive. And she's shown improvements. I mean, she improves every day. I mean, so we're hoping that the developmental and all the developmental therapies and all the other type of therapies will definitely help. Now, as far as diagnosis that she's had since she's gotten out of his hospital, she has been diagnosed with autism, on the spectrum for autism, which me and her mother was, we started seeing signs. She's 2 now. We started seeing signs, early on that we kind of knew that, that sort of diagnosis, because she wasn't as social, and she kind of stays to herself and enjoys playing by herself and stuff like that. So kids usually don't get that kind of diagnosis till they're around 3, but her doctor was like, you know what, she shows enough to where I feel comfortable that that's probably what she has, and I want to make sure that she gets the help she needs. And if it turns out that she grows and develops. And you know, I was wrong with my diagnosis, that's fine, but I just want to make sure she gets the help that she needs. So you know, she's been diagnosed with autism, and we're working with her to get her through that. Pretty much cerebral palsy. She's been diagnosed with cerebral palsy, but it's not the common hypertonic kind that you see with the stiff or rigid. It's not that. It's more of a mild form of cerebral palsy. And from what the doctor's telling us, that she you know, Dior may kind of grow out of it. It may be to the point to where when she's an adult, you know, you may look at her and see her have like a little funny walk, or it may be nothing at all. So you know, we were concerned when we first got that diagnosis of, you know, CP. We were kind of concerned, but I mean, you know, she's starting to stand. She's actually walking now. That's one of the things we thought she wasn't going to walk, but we started giving her, you know, she got braces on her feet, as well as we got her a walker to kind of assist with development with her walking. And I'm happy to report that she's pretty much walking. You know, a lot of times when they're hypertonic like that, it causes stability problems where it's hard for them to stand because of that low muscle tone. But I mean, the doctor is very pleased with her progress. I'm thinking by the end of this month, she's full blown walking, because she's been cruising for a long time where she'll hold on to something and cruise around. But now within the last few months, she's been standing up, taking steps. I mean, I'll even put a video in there so you guys can see. So I know a lot of that sounds, you know, kind of, you know, down and bad, but really it sounds worse than it is. You know, of course there are things that come with that, and there are struggles that come with that, but overall Dior is a happy child. She's wonderful. Everyone loves her. Everyone thinks she's so adorable. When you see her, you can't tell anything's wrong with her. She laughs, she plays, you know, she loves cartoons. So it's just, she just has, you know, you just take one day at a time, and we don't rush anything. We kind of move at Dior's pace. But overall, you know, we're pleased with where she's at. We're going to continue with the therapies, continue the prayer, continue working with her, and we know she'll have a full and productive life. I mean, when anyone who's been through this or know anybody who's been through this, it could be a whole lot worse. I mean, it's been, you know, every month it gets better. You know, every month it's one less doctor's appointment, it's one less medicine, it's one less thing to worry about. You know, I used to worry about, okay, will she even be able to hold herself up? You know, she's walks. I mean, you know, she's still not talking right now, but she babbles like crazy and everything. So it's, you know, one of the things the doctor told us when she was in the NICU, Dior does things when Dior wants to do things. So you have to work on her time. So all in all, we're pleased with her progress, and she's continuing to develop. So, you know, the major thing we're working right now is to help her with that autism, to help her continue to develop with the walking and the talking. Another issue that we're still working with is feeding. She still is primarily fed by G-tube, but we're working to get her to where she can start eating more by mouth. She'll eat by mouth, but it's been an up and down battle with her eating by mouth. It's like one day is this, and then the next day is just try it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's just potatoes. Come on. There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Try it. There you go. I'll let you hold it. It's still a continual battle that we're fighting, but you know, when your child spends, you know, 5 months in NICU, and when you've had dozens of she's not going to make it type scares in that entire process, anything after that, if you can go through that, anything after that is nothing, a piece of cake. Okay, she's not eating, but she still gets her full nutrition through her G-tube. She eats. Okay, yeah, she's not talking like she should be, but she babbles and she communicates. She lets us know she communicates. You know, is she fully walking? No, but she's standing up. She walks across the room. So it's all gonna come. You know, we just take it day by day. But I didn't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to share with you kind of a quick update about Dior. I'll be more than happy to answer any additional questions if you want to shoot me a question in the comments. And lastly, you know, I could tell by my subscribers. I mean, I went from like 1,000 subscribers to like 13,000 subscribers after I uploaded Dior's video. And I just want to tell you, I never intended to make this channel about Dior, because, you know, I'm still kind of iffy about putting her online. Like, I didn't want this to be follow Dior's journey type channel. So I don't know how often I'll upload stuff about Dior. You know, I upload all different types of stuff on this channel, from fitness stuff to just anything. This is more like a online diary for me, that I upload stuff from time to time. So if you subscribe thinking that you're gonna see a ton of videos about Dior, I'm so sorry, that is not going to happen. I may, you know, here and there upload a video if it's necessary. You know, when she starts fully walking, I may upload a video of her walking. When she starts talking, I may upload a video of her talking. But it's not that type. This is not that type of channel. But anyway, I'm kind of going on and on. But I just really want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for all the comments and the positive energy that you sent our way. If you or anybody you know is going through a similar circumstance, we're sending our loves and prayers to them. Just stay positive, keep God first, and everything will work out as it should. And I really want to thank you again, and I wish you all a blessed day, and we'll see you on the next video.